Assalamualaikum and good day everybody. Hello, this is me, Miss Norina, and today we are going to learn Module 7 Out and About Part 3. Okay, before we start with our today's lesson, let's have with you a textbook and a workbook. Now, first of all, let's do some revision on previous lesson. Let's look at the workbook page 56. Here you can see signs. Okay, there are several signs. You need to look at it, match the picture, and write the answer down here. The first example has been given to you. First, you need to match the picture. Number 1, you need to match with picture D. So you write here, number 1, and the second box you write D. And what is the sign? It is a stop sign, so you write stop. You can pause this minute and later I will show you the answer. Now let's check the answer. Let's compare your answer with mine. Okay, if you look at number 1, this is a stop sign. 1D. Stop. So you need to draw a line here. Number 2. 2C. Number 2 is here. Draw a straight line to here, C. So the sign is go straight. Picture 3. The sign is here, A. Don't turn left. Number 4. This is number 4 and you match to B. Turn right. Number 5. Green light. You match with F. The sign is walk. Number 6. Red sign, meaning stop or don't walk. E. Now let's look at the second activity. Workbook page 56. What do the signs say? Look and write. Try and do it now. Okay, now let's look at the answer. What do the signs say? Look and write. Number 1. Don't run. Don't run. Number 2. Don't swim. Don't swim. Number 3. Don't ski. Don't ski. Number 4. Don't skateboard. Don't skateboard. Let's look at the next activity, activity 3. Based on the lessons just now, match the signs to the appropriate places. The first one has been done for you. Do it first. Later, I will show you the answer. Now, let's look at the answer. Look at activity 2, this one. Match the signs to the places. A. At the swimming pool. So, the sign probably don't run. For B, for picture B, the sign would be don't ski. Picture C, the sign would be don't swim. D, the sign would be don't skateboard. Very good. Now let's move on to the next lesson. Let's look at a story entitled The Secret Tunnel. Look at your textbook, page 72. Let's watch.
Samantha, Vanessa and Kevin are at Kevin's grandmother's house. They are in the attic.
Wow! Look at all these things!
What's in these boxes?
Don't open them. They're my grandmother's things.
This box is open. Look!
A map with a tunnel. It's in the park. Let's go!
It's 8:15 now. It's late. Let's go tomorrow.
The next day, the children go to the park.
Let's cross the street and go to that tree. The tunnel starts there.
The tunnel is very dark.
I don't like it here. Let's go back.
Come on, Vanessa. We're almost there. Now turn right.
Vanessa sees something on the floor of the tunnel.
Ah! Mice! I hate mice!
Be quiet.
When they open the tunnel door, the children see Grandma's garden.
Grandma?
Welcome back, children. It's a big tunnel, right?
Do you know about the tunnel?
Of course I do. Sit down and have some biscuits. Let me tell you about the tunnel.
Okay, now let's look what value you can see from the story. The value is stay together, play together, and win together. Okay, now let's look at the next activity. Look at your workbook, page 57. Here, you need to read the story again and answer the questions. There are 6 comprehension questions based on the story. So you need to answer all of the questions. Okay, look at frame number 1. The question is, where are the children? Frame number 2, for question number 2, and the question is, what's in the box? Number 3, look at frame number 3. You can find the answer from here, and the question is, where is the tunnel? Next, question 4. Look at frame number 4. Who doesn't like the tunnel? Question 5. Look at frame number 5. You can find the answer from there. And the question is, what is on the floor of the tunnel? And the last question would be, does Kevin's grandma know about the tunnel? Look for the answer at frame number 6. And later, I will show you the answer. Now, let's compare your answer with mine. Read the story again and answer the questions. Look at question number 1. Where are the children? If you see here, the children, or they are in the attic. Or you can also answer it this way. They are at Kevin's grandmother's house. Your answer could be like this or like the second one. Choose either one. Look at question number 2. What's in the box? The answer is, there's a map with a tunnel. Number 3. Where is the tunnel? It's in the park. You can pause this minute and look at the answers and compare them with yours. Next, question number 4. The question is, who doesn't like the tunnel? The answer is, Vanessa doesn't like the tunnel. Question number 5. What is on the floor of the tunnel? The answer is, there are mice. For question number 6, does Kevin's grandma know about the tunnel? Yes, she does. Okay, you can pause this minute to allow you to compare these answers with yours. Now, let's do some revision on your workbook, page 58. Let's look at activity 1. Look and match. Try it first. It is pretty simple. Look at the signs and match with the correct phrases. Let's look at the answer. Number 1. Turn right. Number 2. Turn left. Number 3. Be quiet. Number 4. Don't run. And the last one, go straight. Got it? Good. Next. Let's look at activity 2, listen and number. I will play you an audio. Listen to it carefully. You need to listen to the audio and number accordingly. After that, you need to look at activity 2 and write the time. If you look at A, and what is the answer? You write the time. Okay, we have done this before, so I hope you can remember.
Module 7. Workbook. Revision. Activity 2. Listen and number 1 to 4. 1.
What's the time?
It's 7:30.
2.
What's the time?
It's 2:45.
3.
What's the time?
It's 5:15.
4.
What's the time?
It's 5 o'clock.
Now, let's compare your answer with mine. For A, the answer is number 4. For B, the answer is 2. For C, the answer is number 1. And for D, the answer is for number 3. Okay, now let's look at activity 3. Look at activity 2 and write the time. Look at A, this one. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. B, it's 2:45. It's 2:45. Lagi 15 minit hendak pukul 3. C, this one. It's 7:30. It's 7:30. 7:30. And D, it's 5:15. It's 5:15. 5 suku. Now, listen to me very carefully. From here to here, when the big arm is pointing from here to here, we use the word to. For example, look at B. It's 2:45. Lagi 15 minit pukul 3. If the big arm is pointing at here until here, we use the word past. Look at C. It's 7:30. Pukul 7:30. Look at D. It's 5:15. 5 suku. Okay? Next, what should I do next? You ask yourself, what should you do? First, you need to take some photos of your work and send them to our Google Classroom. Before we end with our today's lesson, let's look at some motivational quote. Get up earlier, stay longer, work harder, fail again, but never give up. Try to figure out what does it mean. I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.